it seemed normal to me because remember, I'm a storyteller. So I wasn't doing a sitcom. We were using these characters and these incredible words written by Hugh Wilson and the staff to tell stories about America, about culture, more importantly. And when he allowed me to write and others to write for the show, we would write um, about our experiences. I wrote an episode called Family Affair. Something had happened racially in America. I don't know what it was. There's always something happened. I'm sure something happened today in a few hours or so ago. But something had happened I was enraged by and decided to write this episode called Family Affair. And what I wanted to say about race was it's in all of us. We all are embedded with this sort of racial consciousness that, depending on our how we grow up and who teaches us a certain thing, that we're always in conflict with. So the conflict was within our own family. These people, these KRP people who love each other, that when race throws it in there, you let something come in there, you'll see the racial experiences. So the idea was Andy, Gary Sandy's character, Andy Travis, his sister was visiting him. He hadn't seen her in years. But he was busy that day. And I happened to get off because I had the day shift. And I said, well, Andy, if you got nothing to do, I'll show your sister around town. We're buddies. He said, great. So we do that. Then all of a sudden, Annie began to work. It's late. She's supposed to be back at something. And she's with me. We're having a ball. I'm showing her around. This is Andy's sister. It's very natural for me and her. But he took it another way. Like, well, I know Venus's reputation because I was supposed to be a ladies' man, and all that. He's probably, oh my God, my sister's with Venus. So when we come back, he explodes like a caring brother. And I take it as, wait a minute, is this racial? Are you saying because she's with me? And of course, one thing, mushrooms, again, this big argument. And finally we settle it the way friends should settle it. And he said, let's go down and have a drink. What are we doing? So we go down to the bar to have a drink. And one of these racist kind of guys is seeing me, and Gary's saying to me, dance with my sister. I'm going, I don't want to dance with your sister. No, you got to dance. He wants to say, see, I'm not racist. I said, all right, I'll dance with your sister. So we get up and dance, but someone else is angered by it, a complete stranger. He gets up and breaks us up. And he says to her, why are you dancing with this nigga? Well, immediately when that happens, my hair stands and I get into it. And the way the script, the way I wrote it is, Andy jumped up to try to separate it, and the guy said something, and I hit him and knock him out into the episode. Well, of course, at that time in 1978, no one had done that on television. And so, boy, word just went on. And so the network executives of the network was saying, he's not going to hit this, man. We don't want this kind of trouble. You're doing well with ratings. We don't need this. And I understand their position. So when it came to me, when Hugh Wilson, the producer, came to me, he was upset and I was upset because it was a natural thing. So I said to him, if they don't let me hit this guy, I'm not doing this episode, man. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this. Get another one. Because the whole concept, the way, if you saw the script, it was a natural thing for two men at odds to do, one or the other. And actually, he swung at me and then I hit him. That's the way it was. He swung me, I ducked, and I hit him. So they went back to the network. No, he can't hit him. He came back, said, they don't want you to hit him. I said, Hugh, I'm not doing an episode. I'm sorry. Fire me. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to have this happen. This guy swings me. And what happened was they wrote that Gary would come up and hit the guy. So that Gary was protecting me. I'm going like, no, I'm a grown man. I can protect myself, or at least. And so the argument was, we're going to let Gary hit him. All right for Gary to hit him, the network saying. We won't get any racial trouble. But if Tim hits him, this went on for a couple of days. So finally I said, no, I'm not doing it. Finally, there was a compromise. And if you see the end of the episode, Gary and I hit the man simultaneously. And that was the end of the episode. And you look at something like that nowadays, and you think everybody's being politically correct. But back then, that was a major thing. I mean, there were times when there was an episode where I hugged Dan Smithers in a baseball game. We hugged and we hugged and we kissed. It was just out of congratulating each other. There was nothing sensual about it. And we had hate mail. They had to give me. They had to bring. I had a bodyguard, security on set for almost 2 weeks. The hate matter. They had not gotten that kind of hate letters before at the network. They were very afraid. They were different times. Did it bother me? Not really. Again, from the South, I've seen the Klan up close and personal. You know, I've been chased. So it wasn't. To me, it's America. It's life in America, even to this day. So I loved it. I thought, okay, let's challenge this. Let's wake people up. This is my propaganda. This is real to me. So let's say that and let the chips fall where they may.